Awkward silence at the beginning, just like always. Hope everyone is doing well. Just waiting for it to actually kick in. Once you can see my face, please let me know and we'll get started momentarily. I say momentarily because it always takes us a few minutes to get synced up or whatever it is that happens. Mr. TV 802 says hello. Hello, Mr. TV. I'm a little out of practice on these. Shannon Brandon Barger 5996 says hey there. Hello, Shannon. Jessica Lavate says hello. Abdullah says hello. I'm not going to read all the, or he says hi, actually. Freelancer Ala Udin BD says hi, Chris. I am waiting. Hello, Freelancer. Imamul says hi, man. Saeed says hey, hey, hey. Lots of familiar faces and some new ones as well. All right, I'll wait until about 5 after, and then as is our tradition here, we will give away some legit merch, which we haven't done in a long time. And then, I can't even remember the URL. That's assuming I can remember the URL. Is it giveaway? Yes, it's giveaway. All right. Memory served. Anyway, we'll wait another 3 minutes or so. But if you have any questions or anything you'd like to say before we begin, this is your opportunity. I am all yours. Let me know where you're coming in from today. Let's see how many people. We got 19. We have 2 on X and 17 on YouTube. And fuck all anywhere else, because I guess Facebook just sucks now. More. Hey, Alexander. How's it going? I might even stop sharing these to Facebook if this is how the distribution is going to be. That's a damn shame. Why? Oh, Kashra mentioned me in a comment. To touch it. How are you? I'm good. More than SEO Web3. Looking forward to this one. Hope your week is going well. Is that Matt? Either way, I hope your week is going well as well, but I wonder if that's Matt. It is. Not just a hat rack, my friends. All right, in 1 more minute, we will give away a piece of legit merch to one lucky winner. Sally says, hey, Chris. Yeah, and everyone, you can, to prove that this is live, I have to step away for 1 second. So hang on. I'll be right back. All right. So I put some sewer up there. Acid right up. So I'm going to by tomorrow. Okay. Make sure it's completely sealed. Should I not leave use it? Or? Oh, you can use it. It's fine. You might still see a little bit of drips, but tomorrow I'll put the second one, and then you should be good to go. Okay. Very good. All right, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, sorry about that. I'm back. I was having some issues with my air conditioning, and well, I no longer am. Shah's Marketing Mind says, hi, Chris. How you doing? I'm doing okay. It's been a rough few weeks, but I'm good. Shannon says, looks like you're back at your home, one of your home bases. I am. I'm back in Las Vegas for a while. Iya says, hi, Chris. Hello, Iya. All right. It has been 5 minutes. So let me go ahead and see if I can figure out how to share my screen, because I honestly, I don't remember. Share screen. Window. All right. It's been a while. There we go. Let's just do the whole thing. Totally authentic live stream. Yeah. You know, like it's These are the kind of things that happen, right? You know, I've heard that authenticity is in style right now. So anyway, I'm going to zoom in to our merch store here, where you can, and this is really clever, buy legit merch. So you can see we have t-shirts, hoodies. I think we got cups. I haven't been on here in a while, so I'm wondering if we've added some new stuff. It's great when you have a business where you don't know everything that's happening without you. You can see we got some different t-shirts, cups. I think there's a cap. Oh, there are some new things on here. Some caps. Yeah, cap. The Katy Perry model does not come with the cap, just in case there's any doubt about that. So anyway, we are going to go for about 5 minutes. And what I'm going to ask you to do is put in the comments, wherever you're watching, the word clients. And then after 5 minutes, the software will choose a winner, and that winner will get a piece of merch of their choosing. So type the word clients in wherever you're watching, and we'll get started. And in the meantime, if you have any questions or anything, let me know, and I will answer them, because that's what you do with questions. That's the kind of insight you can expect here today, folks. Answering them is what you do with questions. All right. Lots of folks saying clients. Robert, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Whew, my voice is out of shape too. I have to remember to talk from the diaphragm rather than from the throat, because the throat gets worn out very quickly. Man, I really just set up somebody for a nice perverted joke there. All right. It is 1:07 here in America's Playground. We will go to 1:10. And while that's happening, I'm going to go. No, I don't want to do that. Never mind. All right. We have 24 people watching, and we have 15 entries. So your odds are decent right now if you have entered, if you've typed the word clients in. Keith says, hey, Chris. Hey, Keith. Of course, Keith shows up when the contest starts. Alrighty, we got about 2 minutes left. I don't know how many seconds, because Windows 11 doesn't tell you that. Accept my odds. I don't understand that. Hey, kya? Clients. All right, less than a minute remains. We don't know how much less, but it is. And boy, my voice is out of shape. My throat's already getting sore. That's the thing that a lot of people don't know, is that your voice can get out of shape just like any other. It's not really a muscle, but like any muscle or anything. And I can tell it in mine already. Whew. Let's put this on. I don't know what this does. Oh, cool. Nah, that'll get in the way. Never mind. We have one person watching on LinkedIn. LinkedIn sucks. I hate that platform. LinkedIn, you suck. I'm sure they're going to change their entire company direction now because I complained. All right, it is 1:10. Let's go one more minute and see if we can get it up to 25. Keith says, man, this brings back memories. I wanted to do these when I'm in Vietnam, but the time zone makes it very difficult. But I might start doing them when I go back in a few weeks. Robert says, agree, not a fan of LinkedIn. The amount of messages that I get every day is just mind-boggling. And like the comments are almost 100% AI. And I don't have a problem with AI, but it's just like, it's AI posts with AI comments. And it's like, what's the point? I know a few people that do very well with it. Peter Rota. Anyone entering more than once should be disqualified for cheating. Well, it only counts once per account. So the only way you can enter more than once is if you go on like YouTube and on Facebook. Otherwise, it won't count. Like if you put it in more than once. So the only reason I don't put a stop to that is because I feel like it'll get me more engagement. So Jakaria says, how are you? I literally could not. Well, that's not true. I usually say I literally could not be better. I've not had the best few weeks, but overall, life is good. All right, that's enough. Let's choose a winner. Stop typing clients now, please. And the winner is Sally. Congratulations, Sally. Sally, what you need to do is first come over to shop.legit.com, which I will put in the chat. And pick out what you want. And then you're going to come over to Legit itself. I used to say Legit Prime, but then people were literally typing in Legit Prime and thinking that that was like a thing. So, and of course, I'm on the live stream. My connection goes to shit. But then what you're going to do is come down here to support and click customer support. And send us a message. Tell them that you won. Tell them what you want. If it's a t-shirt or something like that, tell them what size you need, and they will, and tell them your mailing address, and they will ship that right on out to you. So congratulations, Sally. Imran says, hey, all right, let's get into it. Let me start by, let's do this. Where'd it go? Yeah, there it is. Let me start by asking this. Who here does SEO for clients? So what I mean by that is you have local businesses or software companies or e-commerce shops that pay you to do SEO for them, whether it's a retainer or something else. Just put like me in the chat or something like that. More than SEO web. I do SEO for clients, mostly local businesses. So yes, every day. Yes, yes. I'm twisting my head because I feel like my stream quality is not great. That I can't tell for sure. Me in the chat. Dad jokes. Alexis says right here. Abdullah, not so much, but he does other things. Great. So let me ask you this then. How do you go about getting clients? And is that something that you feel like you need to be better at, or you would like more of, or something like that? Let me know that let me know that information. Please place it in the chat so I can defeat Robert's next dad joke. All right. Nobody wants to answer that one. So yeah, clients through legit advertising. Thank you for the plug, but I'm talking about like retainer SEO clients, because I know that you're certainly not taking them off there. Robert says could always use more clients. Ask for referrals, should probably use other channels. So that's kind of what I was hoping someone would say, is that you have an inbound strategy, but not an outbound strategy. Sally, our winner, says more clients. Yes, please. All right. Well, that's what I was hoping you were all going to say. So clients through geo category. Interesting. And I've got something for you then. Stick around, Jakaria. Do I pronounce your name right, by the way? If not, correct me. So when I started, the way I got clients was cold email. And that was in, let's date myself here a little bit. That was in 2015. And what I did was I would literally just go to Google and type in niche plus city, and then go to pages 10 through 2 and choose everybody who had an email and email them and say I could help them. And it worked fairly well, but it was slow and it was lethargic and whatever. So then a tool called, what was it called? What was Lior's tool called? Scope Leads came out. It was a software that no longer exists. But Alex Hormozy just started doing a live stream at the same time as me. Bro is clearly trying to compete with my channel size. Anyway, that tool would allow you to like find leads that needed specific things and then whatever, but it went out of business or it went away or something like that. So around, I want to say 2019, 2020, somewhere in there, we created Legit Leads, and it did the similar thing, but it also incorporated some other tools and things like that. So, but it had not had an update in a while until maybe a month ago. I decided to give it what the kids probably no longer call a glow up and add a bunch of features to it because I got interested in growing my agency again. And I wanted to use what I was like, go back to what was familiar to me. So I wanted to modernize it. And that's kind of what I did. And that's kind of what I'm going to walk you through today. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because I have a gigantic monitor and it makes everything look really small. So this is Legit Leads, but basically very top level thing you can do is just put in what niche and what city you want. But this is just kind of for demo purposes. It does. I can't type. I forgot how to type. Not that I ever really was very good at it. And you just run a real search. And this is actually going to go pull in leads. That's just a demo that's frankly there to make people buy it. So, but let me show you how it works. There's going to be too much to go through today because it's basically a whole new software from what it was before. But let me log in. Hopefully I remember my password. For real. All right. One moment. I forgot my own password. This is why those people that are prepared for things must be really laughing at me because I don't really prepare like I should for most anything. And this is a good example of that. So this is what not to do. So 1 second and I'll have it fixed. Do not read your password out loud, Chris. Do talk to yourself in the third person, though. There's the first person, third person. All right. So let's try this one more time. Magic of live streams. Yes, sir. All right. That's better. Let's save that because clearly I can't remember that shit. All right. So there's a lot of stuff here. We're not going to get into all of it, but I mostly wanted to focus, and I had to zoom out because when I zoom in, it screws up the menu, but I'll zoom in a little bit. That's better. But we're not going to get into all of it. There's too much to get into, but basically I want to show you, just walk you through this is because this is the way I get clients. And right now, my agency, Superstar SEO, is at an all-time high in MRR. So yay. My point in saying that is not to whatever. It's just to show this is literally what I do, you know? So the way this is going to work, and I'm just going to walk you through the basics right now. One thing I didn't like in the past was that it focused almost entirely. I'm going to have to zoom in because it's too hard for you guys to see. What just happened? It focused almost entirely on SEO agencies, and it didn't help other agencies types. Why does it keep doing that? But now I have it: web design, local, ads, PPC, social influencer, and so on. So if you are a web design agency, you can choose the types of searches that are specific to you. The other thing I didn't like was it didn't have nearly enough types of searches. But we've added, we've got the same ones that we had before. We took some away because it doesn't make a lot of sense anymore. But blog content invisible to AI search. So Jacaria, there you go. Low review count, outdated website, low star rating, so on. I know I talk fast. I do apologize. I don't do it. This one is really great. Domain expiring soon. But we're going to click all types. And why does it keep doing that? I think it's because I'm zoomed out. So we're going to put in dentist as our keyword. All right, I'm going to have to fix the zoom. I don't know why it's doing that. So we're going to type dentist, and I will zoom back in once. once I type it in. What is going on? Dentist. And that must be a browser extension or something. New York. So I will fix that glitch as soon as we are off of here. And then you're going to click search. So it's going to go out and find all dentists in New York that have those various things. Now let me zoom back in so you can see. And not only is it going to find them, why does it keep doing that? It's going to score them by which one is most likely that you are going to be able to help. And rank them in that order. So and somebody should go grab these, by the way. And it's going to give you their contact information and so on. So, and it's going to tell you what problem. So Smile Dental Studio is all fucked up. Pardon my language, but no schema, missing blog, no contact form, no analytics, 10 other things. So what we would do then is click into him or her. I'm not sexist. And see what they need. Now, sometimes you can find the owner. This is pretty unreliable because just an obnoxious number of people don't put the name of the owner on there. But there are other things you can do. So one thing I'm really, really excited about is this. This is the proof page. It's public. It's white labelable. But what this is going to do is you click preview, or you can just click copy link. And it's going to create a page that shows them everything that's wrong. So we asked for, and this was somebody was asking about AI visibility. We asked an AI assistant who are the best dentists in New York, USA. It recommended these. It was not recommended yours. See how powerful that is? Then it says, we already built a fix for you. So it found that the site didn't have schema and it built it for them. So you can give it to them and let them fix it to see what a nice guy you are or gal. Again, not sexist. Let me take myself off screen so I take up less room. And it also creates an LLMs.txt for them. And then it's going to say show them who's getting customers instead. It's going to show them that they have SSL and load speed. It's going to show them the schema is missing. You get the idea. And then at the bottom, it's every check above was run against your actual website. This isn't a template. Reply to this email and we will walk you through it. And you can put in these variables of your own. So that's one thing. You can just send that link right to them. Shaq says fire. Alexis says awesome. Jackaria says great feature, but we're not even close to done. Now, what you can do here is click attached price proposal. So you can just put in the different variables of what you're going to average or what you're going to charge them or propose them. And again, this is white labelable. And is that a word? White labelable? Kashra, what's up, Kashra? Yo. Click publish $900 proposal. And you can get, this one has a little bit of a bug in it, but this is a website page speed thing. Where'd it go? You can generate a heat map. I'm guessing that their map ranking is, where did yeah. The proposal is now on the proof page. So let's copy the link, come over to here, paste it. Lifetime member. Yeah, this is basically a whole new software. I actually have been considering changing the name of it. This is how Google sees it. It gave it an 87 out of 100, which isn't terrible, I guess. Let's see, where is it? You see, it'll put the proposal right there on the page. So yes, fix this for me. They can just type in their name and accept it and accept your proposal right there through your page. So you can literally email this link over to them with the proposal built in and they'll take care of it. But again, we're not even close to done. You can generate a call brief. So you can generate literally what you need to say on the call. If you want to, call them and try to sell them, which obviously you would. And you see it generates it. You have 840 reviews, blah, 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 the story, price anchor. I'm not going to read all that to you, but you get the idea. And then if you want to have a reply ready, you can do that too. So you can just draft the answer and put it in there. And the heat map, I don't know if this is, it probably is. They probably suck. It shows them that they're not ranking anywhere. This is your pitch strategy. So this is made by AI, just to be clear, but It tells you exactly what strategy to use to pitch them on your services. And then you can have it write the email for you as well. This will take a second or two. Basically, what I wanted to do with this was make it so that the only thing you had to do was sell. So we got a lot more to go through, but where is it? You see, it generates the email for you. It even puts a link to this page. So in theory, you could close the whole deal over email. And then also you'll notice that one of the problems that it found was that it had no schema, which if Jake, if he was watching, he's like, it doesn't work anyway. But it'll literally link to, in fact, Alexis probably is happy to see this one, but it'll link right to some of our top rated schema services right here. So you could buy that right over on Legit, because that way it's easier for you. And most importantly, I make more money. So, and then some other categories as well. Now, moving on, let me zoom back out because it doesn't work. I got to fix the responsiveness, I think is what that's called. So if you prefer to do your search via AI, you can say something like, I don't know, I run an AI automation agency, find med spas in Phoenix that miss calls and have no chatbot. And so you can click build my search. And then run that. It basically creates that query for you. And then you run that search. Earning tips, please tell. Use what I'm showing here to get clients. That's how you earn more. And you see, it'll go out and find the ones that fit that. This means we can also attach our services. There's a workaround for that. It's not exactly how it works, but I'll show you that in just a minute. So we'll move on from that, but that one's cool. Resurrect the list. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but if you have a list from anywhere else, they'll audit every website and stuff from it to make sure that it's like worth your time to contact them. Your outreach queue, you can check the DNS of your website to make sure that it's set up for proper email. Let me zoom back in. So this is just SPF, DMARC, DKIM, and verified emails, just to make sure your emails won't bounce. You can actually draft the sequence from here. Yeah, I understood what you mean, Jack. How do you? And it'll create the sequence for you. So not only the opener, but the day 3 bump and the day 7 breakup. And you can either copy it or you can just click approve and Gmail. And that should, and I don't even know what account I'm logged into, but that will open your Gmail and load the email right up with ready to send with your link and everything in it. So it's literally one button. It's like one click simple. So there's that. There's call mode. We're going to come back to that another day. But basically, if you connect your Twilio account, you can call right from here. Like I could click this. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to call Peach Skin and Laser, but it'll generate Laser. So it'll you can start calling right from there. Monitored markets. So if you want to continually get leads for a dentist in New York, you can just set that up here, and then you can view the leads or whatever. Claim territory, whatever. Search history, that's pretty self-explanatory. Pipeline, this is important. So suppose we want to, let me zoom back in. We have decided that water aesthetics is a good lead for us. So we contact them, we click it, and we move them over to contacted. That moves them over. What do they call this? I know it's a CRM, but it's like a Kanban or something like that. I might be using that term wrong. And then if they reply or if you win or if you lose them, you can do that. But let's assume that we won because all we do is win. And we're going to click 1. Now here's where it gets really sexy. There's a few different things that can happen here. You obviously you want to lead, so that's great. But what you can do is, hopefully you can see this. You can click find 50 more like this. So theoretically, you know what works for this type of business with these types of problems. If you click find more like this, it'll create a new search for you. You can click search. You just put in a new location and bam. So let me zoom back out. I got to fix that. Where is it? Pipeline. But what you can also do is obviously it needs fulfillment. Hang on one sec. I can't see. And fulfill the services. But then what I've also done was integrated this directly with Legit. So what you can do is come up to your, where is it? Your Legit account here. Come up to here. And account settings. And then can you see, let me zoom in again. You're going to go down to Legit Leads API. And you're going to create a new token and you can call it whatever you want. Demo, generate token. Then you're going to copy that. Make sure you copy it right there because that's the only time you're ever going to be able to see it. And then you're going to come over here to your settings. And where is it? Paste it in here and connect Legit account. It's going to tell you how much wallet you have to spend. And then what you're going to do is come back up. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. All right. So now we're going to go back to our leads. Where's the CRM? Clients. No. All right. I'm having a brain turn. Outreach queue. That's what I'm looking for. Pipeline. All right. So now we're going to click on here. And where is it? So now you can put in the service that you want to sell that or that want them to buy or you want to use to fulfill for them. So let me just go find any service. Copy link, paste that in, check. And then you can click place one order. Can you guys see that okay? Place one order for $6 or add another service. Click generate freelancer brief. And that's going to actually fill out what the information on the client for you and put it into your Legit order. And then if we come over here, it should already be there. So my purchases. See there? There it is in progress. Order placed via Legit Leads for website. It gives them all this information. Now you can also do this manually, and we'll work on making that a little bit. But you get the idea, right? You can fulfill the order right through there, and when it's done, it'll show up in here as well. So that's that. There's a copy brief for the Legit order. You can mark it ordered on Legit if you want. You can copy the delivery page, and paste this order number or link for this deal. Once approved, it lands on your account. So we actually are incentivizing you to do it this way. Promote this win to a client. So once you get something done, you can actually promote it to them. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. But before I continue, does anybody have any questions or anything, or just what you let me know if you're, why is it so hard to see? Let me know if you're enjoying this or if it's confusing or if I'm going too fast, or whatever. And then we'll get back into some of the other features here in just a minute, because there's a lot more to go through. And then I'll tell you what I'll do. I will give out, let me see, how can I do this? Let me think about that before I commit to something I regret. But look alive out there. How's everyone enjoying this? Good, bad, whatever? Would you like the URL to check it out? Don't be quiet on me, or my feelings will get hurt. This is awesome and very impressive stuff. Bravo. Oh my God. Oh, I forgot to show something. Search history. View. Wow, Chris, this is great. Thank you. Great. URL, please. URL is just https legitleads.com. But I forgot to show you this when we were doing a search. It shows you up here how many leads were found, how many problems, and how much this search is worth. Is worth. And then another thing you can do, and I got to fix that auto scroll. I don't know why that's happening. But see it said, we asked an AI assistant, and by that it means ChatGPT, who are the best dentists in New York, USA. If you click see the answer, you can actually screenshot this and send it to them to prove to them that it didn't show their business. This is not a mock-up. This is literally what it returned. So you can actually send that to all of those to prove to them that AI isn't, or that they're not showing up in AI, and sell them on geo services, which, by the way, we're going to have a way for you to easily fulfill soon. In the meantime, you can use our freelancers for that too, because I like money. So there's that. And I'm going to leave the URL on the screen unless it gets in the way. So great. So where were we? Pipeline, go to clients. So I'm going to have to come back to that one. That's when you promote it to a client. So excuse me one second. Man, my voice is cooked, as the kids say. So who was the one that we won? It was Valley Med Spa. So we won them, right? And this is where you promote them to a client. So where was that before? I forget what lead it was on before. Let's do this. Pipeline. That's why it was water aesthetics. So, promote to client. So now you can save them actually in here as a client. Save it. And then build. This is where you could put in their tracking that, well, we're not going to get into that today because it's just, there's too many APIs and things like that. And build this month's report. So what that's going to do is it's going to update this with whatever you fix. Now it's not going to change because we haven't done anything yet, but we'll give that a minute to finish. Let me ask you this. There seems like a lot of interest in using this, but you can also, we have some options where you can make some good either affiliate from it, or you can white label the software to yourself or resell it yourself. Sort of like another software that people are going to compare it to, no matter how many times they ask them not to. So we'll wait for that to finish. We'll come back to that after it finishes. Some other things, hasn't been built out yet, but if you have a playbook, like if you have any templates or anything like that, you can actually put them on here and list them for sale. And you'll actually be like a marketplace right through here. We have some bunch of email templates built in here for you. And I'm still uploading this. There's some training. Let's see, what else have we not talked about? Call mode. We looked at that. Monitored markets, search history. Let's go back to clients, water aesthetics. Yeah, so it'll update that tracking link that I showed you before. So, and then you can connect your Stripe account, by the way, and have them pay you directly through here. That way you can literally send them to that. I haven't done that, obviously, but you can connect your Stripe account and then they can pay you directly through, where's that link? I'll just go back and grab one. Yeah. So if I had connected my Stripe account, they could pay directly for your services right through this. So it handles your billing, it handles your lead finding, it handles your calls, it handles your reporting, it handles everything you need other than opening your mouth and saying buy this. And we even kind of handle that a little bit, not exactly. Also has call tracking. What do you mean? Like tracking in client, like proof to your client you got calls? Yeah, you have to set that up, but yes. I'm not going to, like I say, I'm not going to go through all of it because there's just too many things to go through. But you can put in the information about your company here. I don't like that this isn't capitalized properly. I just put in something random, SEO for plumbers, not what I actually sell. Get paid if you connect your Stripe, you can do that there. You're connected, you can put this in, you got to connect Stripe first, but you can resell this platform under your own brand. You set the plans and pricing, the clients pay your Stripe, and you just pay us wholesale per active account. $47 a month for basic, $97 for the plus tier. And then 3 clients, you get the idea, right? So literally you can resell this software to clients. Suppose you have a list of agencies that are your clients or something like that. You can sell this to them. We also have a very generous affiliate program, which you can resell for, you'll get 40% on everything you refer for month for life. You have team seats if you want to add your VA, and we have white labeling. I'm not going to set that up right now, but you get how that works. And let me zoom back out. So my goal here is to make this an all-in-one agency where literally the only thing you have to do is talk to people. And we have a guest post spammer because of course we do. And here, there's some other things here. You have it'll tell you this month's pipeline. It'll show you how many leads, how many emails, some other information. There's like a daily dashboard. You'll get updates every week in your email as well of things that you need to do, things that you need to track, things like that. So yeah, that's that. I think this is the best tool like this in the industry right now. I'm comfortable saying that. And it's just getting started, I mean, it's basically a brand new tool. I know that technically it's existed for a long time, but it's a brand new tool. So let's take a look at the different packages that we have. So we're going to come down to pricing, and we also have annual plans where if you buy an annual, you get 2 months off, but we no longer have the lifetime deal that Keith is on. So Keith and probably some others that are watching. But I think we have very reasonable amounts. So, and we're going to tweak these amounts as we find out what our customers need. But for $47, you get starter and you get 50 searches and 20 results per search. For the agency level, which is 100 searches a month with 40. So that's 400 leads. This is what's 50 times 20 times 10 is 500. Is my math wrong? I probably need to fix that. Hold on. Math, I'm not good at math. All right. Yeah. So 1,000 leads here. This one is 4,000. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then this one, you get even more, but you also get client command, you get outreach autopilot, white label, call tracking, and 5 team seats. And here you get more searches, everything in pro, plus you get the reseller program. So you can resell this entire software to other people under your own brand where we don't touch anything. And then you can compare all the features here at legitleads.com/plans, the different tools that are whatever, each level, you know how those pages work. You're all smart people. So I don't need to explain that to you. So having said all that, we've been here for about 45 minutes. Does anybody want me to go through any of the features again? Have any questions about how this can help you, how you can get clients, or just about client getting or anything else in general, or any comments, anything? Let me grab some water while you do that, and we'll get into it. But please let me know what you think. And I will jump back on camera in the corner. Anybody? Log back in because now I have my password. And I'm just going to randomly choose some niches. Somebody throw out a niche for me and we will see what kind of leads we can get for it. I feel like we've gone hard on New York. Let's go Las Vegas because that's where I live right now. Chiropractor, sports bar, restaurant. I'm going to go with, excuse me, chiropractor because they like to spend money in my experience. Home services and remodeling, acupuncture. Ia says, love the glow up of legit leads. Tree removal services. You must be a semantic mastery guy, Alexis. I live in the desert, so I'm not going to choose tree removal, but I'm going to choose all agency types, and we're going to see if we can get us some leads here in town. All right. What a clever name. The Las Vegas Chiropractor. Showed up twice. That's interesting. In fact, yeah. I'll have to look into that. He sucks so bad that he's in there twice. Now, sometimes you are going to get leads like this that it's not quite what you need. Like this guy is clearly not, like this is a government site. So that things like that happen. So let's see if we can find the owner of the Las Vegas Chiropractor. Tropicana Avenue. That's literally right there. Now, all right. So I am going to, yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to convert to pipeline. And let's see. Where's search history? I'm not used to the layout yet. So view. Where's Lost? There he is. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to pitch him. Outreach queue. Next. Search history. He actually did show up in AI. That's funny. All right. I'm going to actually contact this guy. I doubt this is a very good approach, but you know, scan right with AI. Oh, he's right. Why is it saying, what problems did he have? Missing schema, analytics, blog, online booking. All right, I'm going to find somebody that needs SEO. So, Hernandez. All right. Generate right with AI. Hunt owner, come on. One time. Yes. All right. So now we are going to, oh shit, I clicked off of it. Put him under contacted. What was this video about? Come on, man. Clients, pipeline. I'm going to have to find a way to sort this a bit better. So, all right. Now we want to actually contact him. So, right with AI. It's about getting SEO clients, Mr. Iqbal. Open in Gmail. So I'm literally going to contact him right here live on it. And, you know, odds are we'll never hear from him, but is it Alexander? Yeah. Although it'd probably be better to put Dr. Hernandez, wouldn't it? Oh my God, I hate that it doesn't have the M. Make sure that turns into a link. And of course, you could put this into, you know, whatever email tool you like. Not used to using Gmail. And send. Can this be connected to Claude to do what? Keith changing closed on me, confused me. Yeah, what would you want it to connect to Claude in order to do? That's what I wanted. All right. Well, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think it gives you everything you need because you can fulfill, you can find, you can sort, you can track, you can fulfill, you can even sell directly through this. Literally, you might theoretically be able to get some business with never opening your mouth, which I know is the dream for a lot of folks here. So just check it out at legitleads.com. I'll go through the packages one more time, and then we will probably call it a day. StreamYard has definitely changed since I was here. If you want to check it out, check out legitleads.com. You can do a sample search right here on the homepage. And then there's other things listed, and then some sales copy. The packages are $47 a month for 1,000 leads. You know, if you close one in a year at that rate, you do it. Same with $97 a month for 4,000. And then Agency Pro, this is probably the best deal. You get you a bunch more searches, client command, outreach, autopilot, white label, call tracking, and team seats. And then if you want to resell this, you can do that at the Agency Empire plan. And there's annual plans if you want to save 2 months. And if you want to promote this as an affiliate, just sign up, and you can do that as well. Excuse me. I am definitely out of practice, but I'm glad you guys are with me through today's stream. We still got about 40 people on the various platforms, 14 on YouTube, 5 on Facebook, and 23 on X. Looks great. I hope to see you doing more calls. Thanks again. Thank you. So anybody, let me know if anybody already has this, or if anybody's going to jump in, or if you're thinking about it, if there's any questions or concerns or anything like that I can answer for you to tip you over, because I want you to succeed. I want your agency to succeed. I want your agency to grow. I want more ethical businesses and agencies out there, and I want to make money. So let me know what you have, the questions you have, things like that. So I'm here for what time is it? Another 5 minutes or so. Let me switch back to the monthly tab because that's less serious. So, and again, the URL is legit. I did not say Siri. It is legitleads.com. Thank you all for visiting with me today. It's been a while since I did one of these. In fact, it was January, February to March, March to April, April to May, May to June, June, July. It's been 7 months since I did one of these. But at least over the next couple weeks, I intend to get a few more in. And by the way, you can also catch Jim, who is the co-founder, CTO at Legit, doing a live stream. I want to say tomorrow on the same channel, as well as the Legit YouTube channel and a few other places as well, wherever you might be watching this. Can you clarify free trial? Yeah, so it's a 7-day free trial. And then you get charged whatever package you I guess I should have mentioned that because I'm not used to there being a free trial. Yes, free trial is 7 days. You just and then you'll get charged on the 8th day, which is when God made sweet tea. So yeah, you could theoretically pay for this, and you could put this to use and have it already paid for itself on the free trial. So check it out for 7 days. If it's not for you, I don't know why that could possibly be, but if it's not for you, then just cancel, or let us know and we'll take care of it. But yeah, 7 days free trial. I forgot to mention that. I need to make that more prominent, I think. And then it's these prices. I think that this is probably the best one. If you want to resell it, you should do that too. But any other questions? We got about 3 minutes left. Sally says, thanks, Chris. I have Legit Leads, and this is a huge improvement. I really like the pipeline. Thank you, Sally. I'm going to take myself off camera, and then I'm going to save that. And make sure you claim your merch, Sally. But one rule is that there's no looking as good as me in it. So that's probably going to be a struggle for you. Iya says, thanks much, Chris. Thank you, Iya. Do I need to sign up, or is it possible to log in with Legit? That's a good question. Right now, it's separate. I suppose we could try to figure that out. I'll talk to my developers about that. But right now it's a separate login. You know what? If you're a freelancer on Legit and you have an agency, you can double dip a little bit and fulfill through Legit through your this. I don't know why you would want to do that though. I guess that's kind of dumb. Never mind. Yeah, Shaw, just sign up for the trial, test it out. Let me know how it works for you. And if you run into any feedback or glitches or anything like that, let me know. I'll add support to it as well. And we got about 1 minute left. So any last questions? Anybody going to jump in on this? Let me know. We'll do it. Thank you so much, my friend. I think you will enjoy it. All right. I think that's going to do it for today. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. I know it's been quite some time, and I haven't fully got my camera in the right position just yet, but I appreciate you coming back. When will we see you again? Very, very soon, hopefully this week. Great job today, and return to your live streams. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Shaq. Anyway, I will be back soon to have some more goodies for you. I'll also chop this up into shorts and into videos. And all right, that's it. Thank you all. I'll see you again soon. Oh, Morris says he just signed up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me know your feedback once you've had a chance to check it out. All right, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Thank you. And most of all, figure out what you want out of life. Go out and get it because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the world to think big. See you again soon. Peace.